Hey there, excellent fiction class students. My name's Chris Risley. I'm going to be your teacher this term. For a fiction class, I wanted you to know a little bit about me. These are, and a little bit about what we're going to be covering. I shoot a few, what I call quick vids throughout the semester. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe one a week. Perhaps more, maybe less. It depends on how much time I have. How much clarification you need. Anyway, I want you to know, first off, I want you to know you're never lost in this class. You can always email me. I've offered 2 phone numbers near the syllabus or in the text leading up to the syllabus. So you're always going to have that. You can always phone me. You can always email me. We have a lot of communication in our discussion forums and when you submit your responses to assignments. Anyway, there are multiple ways of reaching me. There are multiple ways of reaching other people in the class. You'll see discussion just in a few clicks down below in our class about how we're going to be dividing up into groups, and hopefully you'll connect with some other people in this class, because remember, it's not just material we're looking at. We are studying material with other students. Our learning experience is not only going to come from the text in our course and how much we appreciate fiction and what we learn about fiction and what I lecture about fiction, but from actual interaction with other real students in the class and with interaction with me. So you're never lost. You can always phone me. You can always email me. That's the bottom line. I want everybody to have a productive, good experience in this class. And I want to let you know a little bit about why I love fiction. And I love fiction because when I was in high school, when I hated fiction, somebody offered me a piece of fiction by somebody. Dude comes up to me. I'll actually tell this story here. I think I've written it down somewhere in the class, but I'll tell it. Guy comes up to me, and he says, "Hey, man, you got to read this." And I was like, whoa, no way, that's a book. And he was like, yeah, oh, I don't anyway, he managed to explain to me that there was something interesting that I might be interested in, considering who I was in high school. You'll get to read about that in other texts. I've decided to edit that from our video because the video spreads wider than some of the texts in our class. But it was this writer that he introduced me to right here. This is Charles Bukowski, and actually it was that book, this book here, the one that I have repeated multiple copies of, and that's because that book has since this publication that you're looking at there been broken into a couple different versions, and that version, it's just kind of meaningful to me, also has a little bit of collector value. Anyway, I went on from being a person who didn't read to collecting many books written by Charles Bukowski. You can see that there are many. This is another short story writer right there, T.C. Boyle, a brilliant short story writer. And most of the short story writers that I've read have, like Hemingway and Bukowski and Steinbeck, they've had trouble with alcohol, so I have that book. Anyway, I study fiction from a variety of perspectives. Also a big fan of the Beatles there, you can tell. But anyway, more Bukowski down here. So you can see that when you find the right writer, it just takes you. And that's one of the aspects of this class that I'm hoping will get you. I'm hoping to be that person, to put something wonderful, some kind of fiction that'll take you maybe from being not so much an avid reader to becoming a lover of fiction and a more avid reader. I'll tell you one more thing about how my reading of Charles Bukowski affected me. It turned me into a writer, and I started to write short fiction. And this is one of these stories that has a happy ending. Look at this. I'll hold on, I have to change my camera position. This is the magazine. It's from a long time ago. Where's the date? There it is, the date down there. Anyway, it's a big glossy magazine, and my first short story was, or one of them, not the first short story that I'd written, but my first serious publication appeared in that. That's me from the 90s. That's me with my 90s hair loss as opposed to my 2000 hair loss. Not that I'm thinking about that all the time, but it is one of those things I think of when I see that photograph. There's my name there. Anyway, a good short story in here that I wrote called My Sister's Tale. After I wrote that, I wrote a book This is a novel. You can find it in the Lynn Benton College Library. It's no longer available for purchase, but you can read it. And anyway, I guess I'm just sharing with you that if you have aspirations of becoming a writer, reading fiction is just going to help that. And if you don't have aspirations for becoming a writer, but you just like fiction, this class is going to improve your ability to discuss it and appreciate it, think about it. And let's say that you don't like to read fiction yet. This class is going to open that door for you, because you know what? That door got opened for me somehow, and I believe that the right writer can open that door to loving fiction and enriching your life in much the same way that my life has been enriched by fiction and literature. Anyway, welcome to this class. I hope we have a great term, and contact me. Okay, we have a real teacher-student relationship. I'm just a dude at Lynn Benton Community College, and I have an office there, and you can come to my office hours. You'll see them in the syllabus. Anyway, I look forward to meeting you in person and online. All right, we'll have a good class. See you.